Hi, I'm now in conversation with Kumara Raghavan. He's the India head startup sales at AWS. Kumar, thank you so much for talking to me here in this special segment. We're here at the AWS AI Conclave in Bengaluru. I have to ask you, give me a mood check, give me a report. What's happening here today?
Yeah, look, you can see the fantastic amount of energy out here.
Absolutely.
This is our 8th edition, and we have been doing it long before generative AI became cool.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the value that it's been generating. It's been growing bigger and bigger over the years, and that's primarily because we do three things in this place. One, we get a lot of our worldwide practitioners, our experts who come over and deliver in terms of what is the latest that's happening in this world, and there's a lot that's changing. So you're able to keep up with all the latest things that's happening in this fast-growing field. The other is you also get to hear from our customers. It's one thing to hear about the technology from us, but you get to hear from customers how they are solving real-world customer problems using these technologies. And that's an incredible experience for all of the attendees.
Let's specifically now talk about AI and generative AI. What is AWS's specific strategy when it comes to generative AI?
Look, for us, AI and generative AI as it is today has been in our DNA for a very, very long time. So from the time Amazon began selling books, I think very quickly we realized that the scale at which it was growing, it was impossible to do forecasting on a spreadsheet. So that was one of our first forays into machine learning. And what you see as generative AI today is built over those decades of machine learning experience. So we have seen it evolve, we have seen it come to life, and we have seen practical use cases of it across our Amazon businesses. Now, specifically in terms of how it's structured, we have three layers to it. At the core is the infrastructure layer. So for all of those practitioners who want to build an AI model ground up, so we offer them a variety of choices within the infrastructure that they want to choose, whether it is GPUs from NVIDIA, from our other partners like AMD or Intel, or our own Trainium and Inferentia chipsets. So it gives a wide variety of choices on the infrastructure layer for our customers to choose from. The middle layer is the Amazon Bedrock. Now that's a platform with which our customers can choose a variety of large language models and build the applications that they set out to for the various problems that they are solving. And that again gives a wide variety of choice in terms of partners and the large language models. So we have offerings from Anthropic, from AI21, from Meta's Llama, and so on. And that choice is constantly growing.
Right.
So most recently we added our Amazon Nova models as well into that fold.
Super. So you spoke about Amazon Nova. We'll come to that in a bit. But before that, there's such a huge representation of startups here today at the AI Conclave, and I know AWS has like this long roster of amazing startups as well as large companies. But specifically, I want to talk to you about startups. Can you give me some examples of startups using Gen AI so that our viewers also get a sense, get to know a little bit more about how startups are using Gen AI?
Certainly, and you'll see several of them here at this AI Conclave. We have a lot of our startups who are already demonstrating their use cases. But to pick a few examples, what we see is this is quite a horizontal application. So every industry is able to use generative AI and solve the problems for their customers. So if I pick the example of a fintech, take Five, which is a startup based out of Pune. So they are in the business of providing loans to those who need an early advance on their salary. Now, for a loan processing of that nature, they've been able to change the whole loan processing journey by using Anthropic's Claude on Amazon Bedrock. And they're able to use voice as the method of inputting what the customer is providing as their inputs, and then able to process that whole loan journey and make it far more easier. In a country like India, voice is far more prevalent and easier to use.
Yes.
And that's one use case that we see, for example, on the fintech side of things. So we see a variety of use cases across horizontals and across verticals. And we have several startups trying to experiment with what this technology can do for them and for their customers.
Earlier in the conversation, Kumar, you spoke about Amazon Nova Foundation model. So could you tell me a little bit more about that?
So one of the things we have realized across all our businesses and even in our journey in AWS is customers like choice. And when it comes to LLMs, what is very increasingly clear is there is no one LLM that's going to meet the needs of every use case or every customer. So Amazon Bedrock provides that choice. And what we discovered is that with the use cases that we have had internally within Amazon, we have over 1,000 use cases being used across businesses. So the Amazon Nova models are frontier models, and they give a wide variety of significant price performance advantages over many current models. So that's something we are making available to customers today. So it has a range of offerings from text to text, text to video and multimodal offerings. And with this, we really think that customers have a wide variety of choice that they can use from the Amazon Bedrock portfolio and build for their use cases, particularly on the agentic workflow, which is where most of the industry is heading towards today.
So, Kumar, one thing about AI is that it is the whole space of AI. There's so much change happening constantly. How at AWS are you able to stay a step ahead, or at least be able to read the trends and able to guide your customers?
Yeah, look, for us, as I mentioned, AI is not new for us.
Yeah.
We have been doing it for over 2 decades in a variety of our businesses, whether it is using the robots in our warehouse for fulfillment, or a variety of other use cases, including demand forecasting that we mentioned, or even recommendations on Amazon Prime, for example, which everyone's used to. So all of these are existing use cases. But what we see now is a very rapid adoption and ability to use that a lot faster for many of our customers. So some of the fundamentals don't change. So today we have large language models, but customers want to have the ability to use their own data in a secure way. Their data is their IP. They want to only be able to use it for their own use cases. So some of the fundamental components of building an AI model is what we make sure our customers are very good at using. So for example, the components of security, the components of picking the right model based on latency, based on cost, based on accuracy. So those are important choices for our customers, and those tenets don't fundamentally change. So we think it's important to stick to the basics while some of these top end of the layers will keep evolving.
Thank you so much, Kumar, for talking to us here today and for sharing insights on this today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure being here.
Thanks.